Okay, let me start by asking, how many of you have ever heard of Trent Harris? No? Exactly why this story is fascinating. The Giants just called up a 27-year-old undrafted free agent who's about to make his MLB debut after 3 years in the minors. Let that sink in. This guy wasn't even drafted, yet he's cracked the rotation of a team that just traded away 2 established starters. What does that say about the Giants' desperation? Or maybe about Harris himself? Let's unpack this. So here's the basic info. Harris has a 2.68 ERA over nearly 200 minor league innings. A 31.8% strikeout rate. That's elite. But wait, why wasn't he drafted? The answer might lie in the fact that he's a 27-year-old rookie. That's not a typo. Most pitchers peak in their mid-20s, so a 27-year-old debutante raises eyebrows. Is he a late bloomer, or has he been flying under the radar because scouts overlooked his unconventional path? I'm leaning toward the latter. His cutter-centric fastball and multi-pitch arsenal suggest he's not just a thrower, he's a pitcher, which is rare in today's velo-obsessed game. Now, the Giants are trying something weird with him. They're stretching him out as a starter after he spent his whole career in the minors as a starter. Wait, no, hold on. The article says he was a starter, but now they're experimenting with his role. But why? If he's been a starter all along, this sudden shift feels like organizational panic. They traded Maul and Ray, leaving a rotation crater. Webb's great, but Roop and Weisenhunt are rookies. So they're throwing Harris into a bullpen game experiment. That's not just a move, it's a symptom of a team improvising mid-season. Let's zoom out. This isn't just about one pitcher. It's a microcosm of how MLB teams handle roster gaps. Optioning Beck, who had a 4.50 ERA this year, to clear space feels like a placeholder decision. The Giants aren't building a sustainable rotation, they're patching holes. And Harris's call-up? It's a low-risk, high-reward gamble. If he flops, they shuttle him back. If he thrives, suddenly, they've got a homegrown arm to build around. But here's the kicker, Harris has options left, so this isn't a permanent fix. It's a tryout. Which makes me wonder, why not give him a real starting role? If he's been a starter his whole career, why the bullpen game limbo? Personally, I think this reveals a deeper tension in modern baseball strategy. Teams are obsessed with role flexibility but often sacrifice development continuity. Stretching Harris out now feels like they're asking him to solve multiple problems at once, be a starter, be a reliever, eat innings, throw 90 pitches, but does anyone actually know what he's best at? What many fans don't realize is that late-season call-ups like this often prioritize organizational needs over player development. Harris might be the Giants' best option today, but at what cost to his long-term growth? And let's not ignore the optics. Promoting an undrafted free agent 3 years after signing him sends a message to other minor leaguers: opportunities exist if you outperform your pedigree. But it also highlights how fragile MLB depth charts are. One bad trade deadline and suddenly you're relying on a pitcher who spent 2023 in the minors. From my perspective, this isn't just a story about Harris, it's a case study in how teams balance short-term wins with future planning. So here's the question: will Harris's debut be a footnote in the Giants' chaotic 2026 season, or the spark of a Cinderella run? Let me know what you think in the comments, because I've got a feeling we're all about to learn who Trent Harris really is.